Hello guys, 2022. Life often feels of a mosaic with a pace of travel, even and memories. I used to be just a silent dreamer, never thought that at some point in my life I would step out of my homeland, set foot in the Holy Land, and experience such a proud of experience. The Umrah to Mecca. And on the other hand, there was a time when I became a machine driver, faithfully exploring the city streets, diving into the various stories brought by each passenger. First step of the Holy Land, I still remember that day. The day I set foot at the airport with my heart beating wildly, passport in hand, prestigious flight ticket, and a bag filled with a prayer, and I was ready to pray in a land that I had only heard from the stories of those who long for God. The plane took off of the window beside me, displayed a sea of clouds hanging lit like a curtain in vast sky. I thought about this trip. My first trip aboard was not just for a vacation, but just got closer to the Creator. Mecca and Medina were not just places on a map, but a calling of the soul, an invitation from God that someone finally reached me. As the plane will touch the runway in Jeddah, the hot desert air greeted me. The blowing wind carried the scent of sand and prayer, leaving the city sky. The journey to Mecca felt like a dream that was slowly coming true. I passed through streets that I had only seen in documentaries of stories from the people who had left early. In the distance, the tower of the Grand Mosque. The tower of Grand Mosque began to appear, towering as if greeting every soul who came with longing. And when my feet stepped on the courtyard of the Grand Mosque, my tears fell in front of me. The Kaaba stood majestically black and holy, surrounded by thousand people who all came with one goal: to seek His pleasure. I felt too small, as if all sins and weakness were open before Him. Every step of towab, every prayer or recite feel like an intimate conversation between me and God. There is no social status, no difference. All there the same servant standing before him with open hearts. When I say between the hill of Safa and Marwa, I imagined Siti Hajar running to find water for Ismail, a journey full of hope and surrender. So did I came with all my hopes, with prayer that I pray of myself, my family, and the people I love. And when I finally stood on Jabal Rahmah, looking at the face field that witnessed the meeting of Adam and Hawa, I was silent. Is not every journey about meeting and parting? Is not every step we take part of a grand plan that has been outlined by him? From the Holy Land to the city street. But life is not just about walking in the Holy Land. There are days when I return to reality, back to a more down to earth routine. A phase in my life led me to become Maxim driver, driving on city streets full of stories. Being a driver is not just about taking a people from a point A to point B. In every journey, all bound there are fragments of life that I accidentally capture. There are happy passengers talking about their dream. There are those who are silent in sadness, letting the road be a silent witness to the bundle they carry. There are those and his side who laugh heavily, and there are those who cry softly, looking out of window with faraway eyes. One day I picked up all the women who looked tired. Son, do you know that life is like a journey? Sometimes we are up, sometimes we are down. The important things is looking keep going on. Her word stuck in my mind. Maybe is it is true. Every journey is part of large mosaic that shape who we are today. Then there was a young man sitting in the back seat of my car and staring at his cell phone here anxiously. Sir, if I could go back to the past, is anything you would change? He asked me. I was silent for a moment before answering. Maybe not, because if there was no past, I would not be here today. Many other stories stopped by in the passenger seat from those who are in love to those who have just lost someone, from the laughter of a child who is happy to see the world and through the car window to the tired sigh of a worker who want to go home after a day of learning or living. And the next time I once drove someone to the airport, he said with sparkling eyes, "Today is my first time aboard." I smiled, remembering the first time I stepped into Mecca, feeling the same excitement and tension. "Have a nice trip," I said, and nodded helpfully. Another day, I picked up a man who looked gloomy. He sat in the back, staring off the window with a blank stare. I didn't ask, just silently accompanying the journey. When arrived at the destination, we signed and said, "Thank you, Mas." Sometimes someone silence can be more calming than words. Travel was like between Mecca and the Medina Street Arizona. At least its journey and must be traveled with Saudi Arabian Airlines. Just sometimes upon her we are in a holy place and where every step feels meaningful. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.